I don't know why you're giving the probation officer, I don't mean a hard time, but it's constantly, I can't believe I have to do this. I can't do this. I don't have a problem. I no longer have an addiction. You have no idea. When I see people that aren't legally able to drink with blood and breath results at that level, they are guaranteed to have a drinking problem. And I just don't sense that you're serious about this. Tyler Keith Tillery, 26G 306-839A.
Hello, Judge. Murray Duncan, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Tyler Tillery.
Good to see you, Mr. Duncan. You got your work cut out for you.
Tyler Tillery.
So I'm going to tell you right now how I feel about this. I don't know why you're giving the probation officer, I don't mean a hard time, but it's constantly, I can't believe I have to do this. I can't do this. I don't have a problem. I no longer have an addiction. I shouldn't have to go test 3 times a week. I need to work. And you have just given yourself a jail sentence. I'm just telling you. You picked up 2 of these before you were 21 years old. And you're treating it like it was a littering charge. I don't get it. You're a nice kid. I like you. I can't take you into sobriety court. I'm not fighting this war anymore with people that just don't want to do the program. And I don't want you to do the program if you don't want to do the program. Well, I know, but you don't. You can tell me lip service is not going to do it for me. Have you had a chance to review the report?
Yes.
Any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
No.
Anything you would like to say on his behalf?
Well, yeah, Judge, you know, I know Mr. Tillery is looking forward today.
I see that. That's a good sign always.
And when I look at it, you know, I'm gonna try to find some positives, Judge. He's a hard worker.
I believe that.
It doesn't look like
He's working for Papolis. I know Papolis. They're good people. They're hard workers.
It doesn't look like he's drinking. We don't have any positive drinking, so I mean, that's, to me, is an accomplishment.
By the way, your name.
Mental righteous probation here.
Go ahead.
So he's not drinking, and I kind of underestimated him a little bit, Judge. You know, we when I took the plea, we hooked him up with sobriety court. I probably should have been more hands-on with him.
You're not taking responsibility.
I'm not taking, I'm just saying I could have been a little more hands-on, because when I talked to him, I'm not sure he's young and he's not comprehending. He thinks because he's not drinking now, obviously, you know, he doesn't tell me this, but from what Your Honor says he has said in the past, he thinks because he's not drinking now, he doesn't have a drinking problem anymore. But we've discussed that you don't get 2 offenses before you're 21. And what I tell everybody, what I've told Tyler, is when you get 2 quick drunk driving, there's 2 paths you can take. You can say, I'm not, you know, everyone's out to get me for me, and you fight the system, but there's nobody to fight, and it's just gonna be a never-ending battle. Or you can take responsibility and you can get your life in order, and by the time he's 30 years old, this will be a thing of the past, and he's moving on. But, you know, Judge, he does have positives, and he's not drinking. So I'm hoping you take the fact that he's not drinking into account, so, because that would have been the tipping point, big time, I think, if he continued to drink. His mom said he's doing well at home. And I don't know what's going on with him talking to the probation officer. I don't know. I don't know what. When I was in court last time, we had a Zoom hearing.
But did you read all these?
I did.
I mean, there's a lot of negatives here.
Well, just, because I asked him, well, why don't you go to AA on these times? And he said he was working. I said, well, he doesn't have a ride. All the stuff that I'm used to hearing, but he just doesn't, in his mind, he's not understanding the consequences of it.
That's not your fault, and that's not our fault. It's not anybody's fault except his.
But I think there's room for improvement. That's all. I'm just letting you know, I think there's room for improvement. So I'm hoping you take that into account and text accordingly.
I would like you to tell me some of the things. You can highlight them. Tell me again.
So Tyler's been on bond almost 2 months. It's been a pretty long bond phase. We've had a few conversations where I did double check with him. Do you want to do this together? Because it is fully voluntary, and I want to make sure that going forward, you know what you're in for. We have had quite a few issues on bond. He has attended 12-step meetings, the required amount, I believe it's really in 3 weeks.
I'm sorry, repeat that. I believe what?
He's only attended the required amount of 3 meetings per week for 3 weeks on bond. Every other week has been, either 1, 0, or 2. We had a little bit of an issue getting, into treatment. And I'm not too sure that treatment is going to, go well, just from, the bit of pushback I received about the IOP schedule.
Yeah, tell me that. Tell his lawyer that. I want his lawyer to hear all these things that we talked about in the team meeting. Go ahead.
Yes. So, they're required to get into treatment immediately, being on bond conditions, and we had 2 separate appointments. Appointments are every other week. He basically waited over a month before, I had to get into treatment myself, because we were getting too far into the, process where he needed to do it or he was gonna not be sentenced. So I was able to get him in intake. He did appear. However, there was some pushback about the IOP requirement of 3 times per week. He's been appearing for most tests. He did miss one. The sober has not been great. They're
Missing blows, late blows, that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything you'd like to say?
For the blows, I was just really didn't get the understanding I would be like really early or a little bit late. And I started to get a better understanding. I got had a conversation with that. And also, I'm really struggling with just finding a ride. I was required 3 times a week for the therapy. And I know I need it, but it's just really hard because I have to get out of work and do 8-hour shifts. That also makes my father have to do 8-hour shifts too because then you have to leave work also. And so I was just asking, I didn't know it was the course required or not, but it is therapy required in that. And my goal is sobriety, or really it's not to just to go to jail and get off probation. My goal is sobriety and I want to get better. And I've been doing better. I'm very proud of myself. I just celebrated my 1-month sobriety yesterday at AA. And I know I can do better than people. Your Honor.
Like I said, you're a nice kid. But you had 2 of these before you were 21. And you had a 2-1. Now that, I don't know how much, if any, I covered that with you. You have no idea. When I see people that aren't legally able to drink with blood and breath results at that level, they are guaranteed to have a drinking problem. And I just don't sense that you're serious about this. 20 months probation, you could not leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or your home telephone number, you must notify probation immediately. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs, and ETGs weekly for 4 months, then bi-weekly for the duration of probation. You're to be on a SoberLink device until October 15 of 26. You're to continue attending AANA 3 times a week until you are in an intensive outpatient treatment program. I don't know where we lie with that, but you got to do an intensive outpatient treatment program with aftercare, victims impact panel. 10 days jail, credit 1, serve 9. 2 days I'll let you serve on the court work program, $35 a day charge for that for 70. 7 days jail forthwith. 300 fines, 250 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. That's $675. Screening fee 60 for 735. Probation fees are $400 for 1135. Cost of recovery is $225, bringing your total to $1,360 plus the court work program fees of $70. Your total is $1,430. Heather, I want you to double check. I didn't take any action on the immobilization. Do you own that car that you were driving?
Yes,
We better take care of that now, Heather. Will you double check that?
I no longer.
Where is it?
It's in my mother's name.
You can't, you put it in your mother's name?
Well, I'm planning on selling it, but because my ex,
You can't put it in that's a criminal act itself. You cannot transfer a vehicle to avoid immobilization.
I don't think he did it, I don't even think he was saying about, yeah, that was my violation. So I don't think there's any intent there to avoid that.
I'm just telling you, I'm gonna order him to put that back in, I'm gonna order the mother to put that, or he's gonna put that back in his name, and I'm gonna order immobilization of the vehicle for a period of 90 days. That's what I'm doing. So I'm telling you, somehow, some way, that vehicle has to be immobilized within 7 days, within 90. Mobilization order. Check out that anyway, Heather. Mobilization of motor vehicle, 90 days. Whoever has the phone in here, you gotta take it out of the building, please. You can't do that. You can't transfer a vehicle. Will you check on that, Heather? Does he have all this money to make, to pay?
No, you got $500.
Paying 500 today.
Judge, I think, I agree with you, it doesn't stop the, the mobilization, I agree with that, but, I mean, that's.
You can't
To mobilize, I agree,
You
because it's
can't,
a family.
you can't transfer the vehicle to a family.
Well, I think you can, Judge, but it doesn't avoid the car from being.
No, you cannot. Go look it up. You
You can look it up online.
You cannot transfer a vehicle to a family member. You can.
But the car, he wasn't under,
I'm not listening. I'm not gonna charge the guy. I'm not calling the prosecutors.
I'm just thinking out loud, is that, okay, that's fine, Judge.
I mean, I'm just telling you, you cannot do that by law.
Within the family though, so it can be mobilized.
Right. $50 weekly beginning on, I'll let you start this on August 14th, okay? If you ever need more time, you call the court. You can pay 500 today. Heather, any,
Go ahead.
you tell me if you've seen that yet.
The mobilization,
Yes.
I do not.
I mean, no, I mean, I'm saying, did you look at the owner title?
Oh, okay,
what-
let me run that real quick. I do have a
Huh?
question for you though, because, and I'm sure it's on my end. I did not get the same number. I think I put a number in wrong. I think it's me again.
It's 1430. It's 300
Yeah.
fines, 250 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 judgment, justice assessment. That's 675. Screening fees 60 for 735. Probation fees are 400, bringing it to 1135. Plus the 225 is 1360. Plus the $70 in court work program fees is 1430. That's,
I did too many days court work for it. That's
Don't
what I
worry
went wrong.
about
I
it.
did 105, sorry.
no
Okay, and
worries.
then let me run that on the vehicle.
And you have just one more thing in the court.
Sure.
Can you report to Joe on Monday?
No, I'm sorry. I wish I could take him. Nice kid. Talked to him after the last graduation. He's a nice kid, but he's got to get it. And you get another one of these in the next 80 years, it's a felony. Do you understand that? Sorry, Mr. Duncan.
Thank you, Judge.
So I need them to put that vehicle back in his name. Ma'am, you want to come up here?
I just want to clarify,
Okay.
the
What,
vehicle's in both of our names. I
Okay.
was just gonna co-sign it for him.
fair enough. Fair enough.
It was transferred, it was just already in both.
I see. Thank you. What's your name? I'm sorry to have to have done this. I really am. I really am. I do not enjoy doing this. He's a nice kid, but he's gotta grow up right now. Honestly. So that's fine. We're just gonna prepare an order of immobilization. It has to be done within 7 days, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you. Good luck, sir. Have a seat over there. Thank you.
See in the box.